Awesome. Well, have you guys been enjoying this? I have for sure. Okay, so what I want to talk about is kind of the stigma, unfortunately, but fortunately, behind December. Raise your hand if you've ever heard, oh, well, everyone's busy. It's holidays. Oh, well, I can't get anyone to talk right now because Christmas, or oh, well, they can't do anything right now because they have to buy Christmas presents. Guys, if we're being real, yeah, sometimes December is a little bit of a lower month because everyone is busy, but it doesn't have to be that way. You're going to take that victim mindset and say, oh, well, there's not much business to do in December anyway. I'm going to just wait till January. And guess what? Your business is going to fall behind from the people who are like, you know what? I'm going to use December to make sure that I put myself in a position come 2021 that I'm ready to explode, that I'm ready to just like, golly, I have too many people I don't even know what to deal with. That's what I want to speak into you guys' life. The beauty of December is, does anyone have a Christmas party to go to? Anyone? Okay, a few people. I guess the rest of you guys don't have any Christmas parties. That's okay. I'll invite you to ours. But we have Christmas parties to go to. Raise your hand. Is there going to be anyone at that Christmas party? Or is it just you? There's going to be people at that Christmas party. Talk to them. Be a friend of them, get to know them, ask what they do, how's life, plant those seeds. December is about planting seeds. I am all for Christmas parties. I think I have 7 this December to go to. And I'm stoked about it because guess what that is? It's an event where people want to have fun. Guess what the description of the Juice Plus representative is? Go have fun and help people. Go have fun and help people. That's what we do. Literally, like that's as serious as our work gets is we learn how to talk to people. So go to those events. Don't be shameful and shy when you go, but be loud and bold. They're going to ask you, what do you do? This is not the time to just say, oh, I'm a hairstylist. Not even mentioning about your Juice Plus business. Hello, it's about to be New Year's. Everyone's trying to get healthier. Everyone's trying to be more financially set this year. Oh, I've got my own business, but I do also hair, or whatever. That didn't make sense. But you know what I mean? Like mention your Juice Plus business, mention what you do, plant those seeds. It's all about planting those seeds because come to 2021, I think people are like so done with 2020. I mean, I think 2020 has been a fabulous year. It's been one of the best years of our life, but it's all about a perspective. It's all about having a positive attitude. And I think 2021 is going to be phenomenal. So what I have to say to that is put yourself in a position to receive that because you will get what you give. You will get what you put out into this world. And I actually have a really great little notebook here that I want to share with you guys. So the church that we go to is Rock Solid. We go to Healing Place in Baton Rouge, and it's truly funny. The Daigles actually go to this exact same church, and we have missed them because they haven't been back since COVID. But every time we're sitting down and we're listening to the sermon, I mean, literally, we have got our notebooks out and we're like, this is literally our business. This is literally, Patrick makes the joke. Well, actually, I probably won't make that. I'll say that for a different day when we get in a different spot. But the things that they share at our church, it's just like, wow, that rested so deep in our soul. So what they talked about today, this is kind of where we're going to finish out the Zoom. If you're not in a good spot where you would like to hear anything that has to do with God, that is totally fine. We welcome you to go ahead and log off now, but there's a little bit of scripture in here. So if you want to log off, feel free, no worries. We don't feel any shameful about that. But one of the things that they talked about at church was the verse Matthew 12:31-32. And it says, the kingdom of God is like a mustard seed in a planted field. It is the smallest of all seeds because because it becomes the largest of garden plants. So thinking about that, a mustard seed, it's the smallest seed. However, it becomes the largest of garden plants. So picture that. Keep that in your mind. It grows into a tree and birds come and make the nest in its branches. So it's not only about your life, but God uses our life to touch other people's life. And all it started with a little mustard seed. And sometimes in life, you feel like that little mustard seed. I felt like that before, where I'm just like, gosh, am I even significant? I mean, gosh, am I even able? Am I too young? Trust me, the devil's got me there. Am I too young? Are people going to respect me because of my age? I'm just this small. Why would I want to speak on a call that has Andrea Bond, who wins all these awards? Why would I want to speak on a call that has the Daigles, who are the top in the company? I'm so small. We've all felt that before to whatever level, but think about that little seed that grew into the biggest thing. Okay. So God's plan for our life is so much more than what we can see. It's what he knows that we can become. So the sermon that they talked about was planting seeds. And I thought, wow, what a better way to think about December. December, the way that I see December, the way that I see the holidays is, yes, it's seed planting season. And what happens in January is the harvest. And that's truly the same thing that I felt during COVID. Seed planting season. I've got all this time to message, getting to know people. And there's harvest. There's just always harvest because you're always planting seeds. So God created us and positioned us exactly where we need to be. The promotion that you're at, the location that you're at, the job that you're at, the negative, unsupportive family that you have. God put us there. We didn't get there for any other reason, but that's where we're supposed to be. He doesn't make mistakes. He didn't make mistakes when he gave you an unsupportive husband. And I'm just being real with you guys because it's real. It's what happens in our business. He put you there. That's where you're supposed to be. So we might feel as small as a mustard seed, but we have great potential from God. So potential requires patience. You might have potential, but if you don't have patience, that potential is not going to come to life. So whether or not we fulfill our potential, guys, this is right when I was like, wow. Whether or not we fulfill our potential depends on our patience in the in-between times. What are those in-between times? The hard part of life, when you feel so tired, maybe you can't see the finish line. When maybe the excitement goes away, but you still need energy to move on. Have you ever been there in your business where it's like, gosh, I've been there, guys. I've been at QNMD for over a year now. Oh, I see the finish line. I just need the energy to keep going. The excitement's not there, but I need the energy to keep going. That part in life where it's, where you want to be, but you don't exactly have the energy to keep going. That is when you become who you are. That is when you grow. That is when you develop into who you need to be. So there's 3 things that you need during that time. And actually, I think it's like 90% of our life is in that time where we've seen what we wanted, but we're in the process of getting it. Right. So it's that growing, it's that season of growth. And you accomplished something and you've got something else to work towards. You're always in that working season. So the 3 things that we need to get there, to have strength during that season. 1 is you need to think development, not deliverance. You need to know that God is more concerned with our development, not our deliverance. It's more about not hitting a promotion. It's not about the points. It's about the people. It's about who you're becoming in that process. It's not about numbers. People are not numbers, guys. People are humans with real life and real problems. And we've got to be there and support them for that. Not think about them as a number. They're not a number. They're not one of your lines. They're a human who has a real life and real stuff going on. And we've got to be there to support that. So think about who you're becoming in the process, not the end goal. So important. Think about fight, not free. This is number 2. You have to fight. It's not free. To get where God has called us, know that you have to fight to get there. It is not free. We will constantly have to fight for our potential. Think about that, guys. You don't just walk up to NMD. You don't just like get there. You work hard. I think about what I've walked through just as a Q. I've fought. Golly, have I fought. I fought my husband. I fought my mentors. I fought my downline. I fought everyone. That's what you do. You have to fight. You have to keep working. So how do we fight? A, you have to remind yourself that God has a plan for your life. Take the facts, put them over the feelings. God has a plan for your life. He called a purpose on you. When you said yes to the Juice Plus company, you saw that vision. You saw what God called you to do. Don't forget that. Don't forget what he has planned for your life. B, don't quit. Even if you feel like you're just going through the motions, at least you're in motion. At least you're in motion. Even if you're on Zoom and your screen's not on, at least you're on. Don't quit. You never ever quit. Mr. Carey always says the only people who ever fail in this business are the people that quit. I mean, truly, that is the heartbeat of this company. C, take action. Face what's in front of you. Don't ignore it. Take action in December. Don't just push it off because people are busy. No, go get busy with them. Go ask if there's anything you can do to help. Take action. Get in front of people. And then pray. If that's something that you're into, that's something that we believe in. Because what you start speaking and what you start believing is what's going to happen for your life. So, what do we need? We need to think development, not deliverance. We need to think fight, not free. And we need to think seed, not small. And that's the last point is you plant seeds that are not small. What you do in this business is not small. Okay, so you're a rep with 2 customers. That's a seed. That's not small. That's huge. If you see it as small, you'll quit. Think of it as a seed. Think of it as something that will grow. It's a seed. It is not small. The conversation that you had with your friend and you mentioned Juice Plus, that was a seed. That wasn't small. The conversation where you felt like, gosh, I could have said that better, or gosh, I could have replied different. That was a seed. It wasn't small. You didn't mess up. It planted a seed. Guys, I always use this example. Lee Ellen told me no when I asked her to join me. She told me no. Jill basically told Patrick no. You're looking at our team leaders right there. Them 3. Patrick said no. But guess what? They had a seed. It wasn't small. What we said wasn't small, and now they have the biggest organizations in my group. That's huge. It was a huge thing. It grew. That seed grew. So all in all, guys, see December as a place, like picture your little, I have a weird brain. You can ask Patrick. It's really weird. Picture just this like farming place. I don't know my proper verbiage. And just picture yourself going and like planting a seed. Even if you want to carry 2 seeds in your pocket, I know they'll probably get lost, and transfer them over to the other side of your pocket when you planted a seed that day. Because you have to plant the seeds to get the harvest. What harvest are you going to get if you didn't plant seeds? So go out there, have a great time with your family, have a great time at your work Christmas parties, plant the seeds, know what you have, know that you have a gift, and go and plant the seeds. That's all I've got.
Awesome. You see why I wanted her to share that. Incredible. I absolutely love it. And, the truth of the matter is, y'all, that December is the month where they're more cheerful. We've all needed this, right? All throughout the year, we've been waiting for festivities, and people are more social, they're more open. And you know what? 100%, you cannot control the outcome of what that conversation will be, but you can control whether you plant that seed. So there you go. We are done for tonight. I think this was phenomenal and so much fun. I hope you all enjoyed it too and found a lot of value. Thank you for joining us, Victoria. Thank you for agreeing and finally got you to train on my team.